Hi, this is Matthew Skolch riding for Westby Racing. Thank you for watching our YouTube channel. Like and subscribe.
Race number 2. Cody Wyman from pole, getting a good launch on the 34. So there goes the Alpha Omega rider. Will lead us down the hill into turn number 2. Are there going to be any moves up the inside? Max Van well positioned.
Boy, that start looked a lot like yesterday, didn't it? With both those two guys leading the way at the beginning yesterday. You can see Lamandry Jr. Somebody gets shot up out of the seat early. Was it Rodeo? Maybe they got shot up out of the seat. And I can see her saying that to you as well. And for Max, he got off a little bit easy because he was able to detach himself from the bikes as Gus Rodeo has a look up. Is he going to make it? Nope, doesn't quite get down the inside there of Kayla, but he had a look to Gus Rodeo. But yeah, she just got tangled up with those two bikes and then went flipping into the air fence backwards. Cody Wyman right now looks like he had a bit of a plan to try to keep this lead. You can see him being protective going up the hill. Lamandry Jr. is going to be to his left now as they go up into the corkscrew. Let's see if these two kind of sit up there. Yep, Cody Wyman's still going to have the better of him. Max Van in third, Yakov in fourth still.
And it's Hayden Bickneys who's off in the back on the 69 as well. Podium finisher from yesterday. You can see Bickneys, and it looks like we have a rider down. Yandel Medina is down and out, back in 13th place. So trying to get that motorcycle up and rolling.
Draft as he has a look over his shoulder. You see this Mendel going down in turn 10. Greg probably just loses the front a little bit.
Hayden Bickneys with the fastest lap of the race at a 1:38.602. Cody Wyman loses the lead. Getting down into turn number 2. It's going to be Bazooka Joe holding on to the spot. Yakov on the 31 trying to go up the inside of Max Van. So Yakov gets that done for the moment. Max Van tries to square the corner up, but without massive acceleration on these small displacement sport bikes, hard to do. You got to keep that corner speed up.
Yeah, you can see Kayla. Yesterday she tapped the back of her bike and she was able to run the leader down, and Cody Wyman was a lot of speed through 4. Him and Lamandry Jr. A lot of speed through those flat corners, pulling the ever so slightly away, but Kayla is extremely fast all through this section. We saw her really good into turn 6 yesterday as well. Now,
so why not try to select different lines to save the edge grip if you need that towards the end of the race, if that's what you're thinking?
Yeah, change some things up if that is the case. And you know, we still have 10 laps to go in this one, and it looks like Lamandry gets a nice drive out of turn 5. And he's going to go up underneath Cody Wyman into turn 6. Yakov's still sitting there. Hannah, what you got?
Talking to Joe this morning, he said he feels like he has a lot of work left to do. He really wasn't happy with lap times yesterday, even though he felt like he was really riding on the limit of this motorcycle.
When they're not doing as fast a lap times as the riders were even last year, they get their, you know, Joe was happy that he won, and he's happy with the points lead as Kayla looks down the inside, not quite able to make it, but they're really looking at the times that the riders have done in the years past, and they want to be able to match them or do better. Gus Rodeo yesterday showed a lot of pace. He ran off out of turn 4, and you see Lamandry Jr. again makes that pass up the hill, and he's gonna hold Cody Wyman off through the corkscrew this time. He gets down through there. But Gus Rodeo showed a lot of pace yesterday, G-Dub, before rolling off in turn 4, or rolling off the edge of the track in turn 4 rather, and then he eventually rolled
down into turn number 2 they go. Wyman around the outside of Lamandry, but Lamandry's got the position. He'll hold on to it. Gus Rodeo in 3rd, Yakov in 4th. Max Van with the fastest lap of the race, a 1:38 flat up the road from where we are here in Monterey. I'm talking to Mike Canfield, who works with him. Oh, and it looks like rider down.
Is that Dreyer?
Just at the end of the crash. Yeah, it looked like Avery Dreyer possibly out of 11th place.
Out of the corkscrew.
The 99.
So that bike is on the right side of the track down through the corkscrew.
Red flag out.
Here. Yeah, he's at the top of the corkscrew there. A little bit of a wheelie. Gets down, catches that groove, didn't he? He got that he got the front tire almost in just like a little groove there, and that's a vicious little crash there.
WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca restart for SportbikeTrackGear.com Junior Cup after the incident was moved off the racetrack. And we're away, and we're 5 laps now to the checkered flag. And Lamandry Jr. on the outside looks like he got a good launch. They regridded him by how they finished after the last completed lap before the red flag. Going down into turn number 2, it's going to be Cody Wyman again, who is the class of the field at the beginning of these races. A little bit wide, though, in the middle of the apex, and now Kayla Yakov ends up behind Gus Rodeo. Of course, with these 138 lap times is what we saw the first part of this race. Cody Wyman looks like he's going to fall victim to Gus Rodeo. Rodeo easily around him. Is Yakov going to try to get him? No, and Wyman's going to go right back up the inside and say, no, I want to lead this thing.
Good move from Cody Wyman, because this is where I think Gus Rodeo's got a lot of pace. Is Lamandry.
Bike setup wise, he makes a small front end change for more compliance, especially where it's bumpy, but you know, right now it looks like he's got a pretty good handle on things.
He has seemed pretty defiant, Hannah, as far as he wants to be up in this up front all the time. And now we're going to see, as Lamandry Jr. he gets himself up into third, Greg. But this is where Gus Rodeo was so fast when I was watching the other day. I went down and sat in turn 10. Now they're going down. This guy led the points coming in here and had an incident yesterday. Gus Rodeo did, but you can see now Wyman, and then we got the 74. It's Alexandra Enriquez is down. It looks like turn 6 almost.
But is this going to be Gus Rodeo leading the way for the first time in this race? And he does. Comes across the stripe as the leader, just rehearsal. So it looks like in these bikes, you want to be the first one leading, coming onto the front straightaway. Unlike some of the tracks we go to, Yakov in third, SportbikeTrackGear.com teammates in fourth and fifth. Wyman back to the lead.
Kayla actually had gotten back past Lamandry on the run down to turn 11, and now you can see a pass at the front for the lead. Lamandry Jr. is also, he's going to go from fourth to second, possibly. Nope, Cody Wyman comes across the front of him, and this is where gearing is important. You don't get that drive out of turn 6, and it's going to make it hard work. Let's see where Lamandry shakes. He's going to shake himself back to fourth. Yeah. 2 to go when they go by now. She's in the draft to Gus Rodeo. Cody Wyman now is trying to go around the outside of Kayla as they head down. And Lamandry Jr. is down the inside of both Cody Wyman and Kayla Yakov.
He pushes Yakov a little wide. And Lamandry Jr. gets that second spot. So going from fourth to second in one corner, a good move by the 62 Bazooka Joe. As they head up the steep climb towards turn number 6, and then more climbing, heading towards the corkscrew with about a lap and a half to go. It's anyone's game. These top 4 started to make a breakaway from the rest of the field.
Cannot tell you how hard it is to make a pass going into turn 6 like that, and how narrow it gets, and everybody wants to be in the exact same spot at the apex of that corner to make sure that they can run through the dip there the way they need to. But Lamandry Jr. has gone to the front as he comes down through the corkscrew with Gus Rodeo. Cody Wyman, Yakov there in fourth. And who is going to lead as they go down to turn 2 as Lamandry moves all the way over to the left to make anybody want to go past, go down the outside.
Oh, 3 wide, it's so close, heading down to turn number 2. It's going to be Wyman on the 34 who takes the spot. Lamandry's going to fight back ahead of Gus Rodeo. All the while, no room up the inside for Yakov to go. So if this is Cody Wyman's plan, does he want to lead the entire last lap? He's going to fall victim or under fire in a couple corners.
Lamandry Jr. gets extremely sideways, and Kayla's caught up again, but she's still on the track, Greg. As you can see, even Max Van got shoved off the track as well. Look what this has done. It has made Cody Wyman, he has got a huge gap now. Huge weekend for this guy, 34 Cody Wyman.
Cody Wyman, who sits only 5 points behind Lamandry Jr., who finds himself in the gravel trap. He's going to run to the checkered flag. Getting close to the wall, he takes it, takes the win. Coming across in second place is Rodeo Lanuza in third, Bickney's in fourth, Aiden Thau in fifth, Max Van in sixth after running off. Chase Black, Owen Williams, and Yakov able to hold it to ninth.